Good morning, students. Welcome back to class. Okay, in the last session, we completed the history, the Bahmani Adil Shah. So now our subject is social science. In that social science, civics, the unit 1, our constitution. So before going to the subject, our unit or constitution, in the previous class, you learned what is constitution. So you all know the meaning is a set of basic rules, a set of basic rules that followed by a country in enumerates organs of the country. It is a base of laws or rules. Laws are rules of a country, an organization, state, social. So everyone should follow the rules and regulations. So constitution is a written document, isn't it? Constitution is a written document. It is a set of basic rules, so which should followed by all the people, including the prime ministers, presidents, judges, all the officers should follow the rules and regulations, isn't it? This is a constitution, a basic laws or rules of a country, an organization, state, social, and duties of the government as well as the public, as well as the people. So it is a written instrument of rules. It is a written document. We are having 395 articles and 12 schedules, isn't it? Isn't it? The previous class we learned this. So it is a written document, instrumental rules of political and social organization, political and social organization. Okay, this is the simple definition about the constitution. Constitution means a basic set of laws of a country which is followed by all the people. Okay, in this lesson we are going to study about the importance, the meaning and importance of constitution. What is the meaning of constitution, and also what are the importance of constitution. Next, preamble of the constitution. So laterally I'll give the meaning. What is preamble? Okay, the preamble of the constitution. The third point is the profile persons who involved in drafting concept of the republic, the drafting committee. Okay, the persons who involved in the drafting committee. Next one, the concept of the republic. What are the concepts of the republic? Okay, these are the points we are ready to study in this session. Okay, yes, the first one is meaning and importance of the constitution. So you all know the same thing. What is constitution? A set of basic rules. So what are all the rules is there? We had to follow. So what are the basic rules followed by a country? It enumerates the organs of the government. It shows the organs of the governments, its powers and functions. Its powers and functions, rights and duties of the citizens is a reference to guide. So rights and duties of the citizen. What are the duties? What are the rights and duties we are having? For simple example, I can give the following the traffic signals. So that is also one kind of law which we should follow, isn't it? So these are the basic things that each and everyone should follow. Okay, so no one should violate the constitution. No one should against the constitution. So this is the meaning and importance of the constitution. The next one is importance of the constitution. This is the meaning of constitution. What is constitution? A set of basic rules followed by a country. A set of basic rules followed by a country. Now we are going to study about the importance of constitution. What are the importance of constitution? prominent fundamental law of country. Prominent, the basic. So fundamental, the law of country. Everyone should follow the law. So not only the people, not only the public, not only the we, even the president, prime minister, the parliamentarians, judges and officers who are all bound. So everyone should follow the Constitution. It is applicable to everyone. This is the importance of Constitution. Okay. The next we are going to study what are the points, what are the important points in the Constitution. Can I erase this? What are the importance points in the Constitution? See, what are the important factors? So what we can see, the first point is rights and duties of the citizens, isn't it? We are having, for each and everything, we are having rights. We are having rights to study. We are having rights to shift our place to this state to other state. We are having our own rights to choose our education, isn't it? So these are all the simple rights, isn't it? Duties also. What are the duties? We have to save our environment. So we have to protect our national flag. We have to respect the national anthem. We have to respect the leaders. These are all the duties. So we should protect our environment. So these are all the basic duties for us. So rights and so what are all the rights we are having in our country? The same thing we are also having the duties, isn't it? The first one is it protects that rights and duties of all the citizens. Okay, rights and duties of all the citizens. See, what are all the points I am writing on the board? Please write down. Keep a notebook and pen with you. Okay, write it down. These are all the important points. Okay. So it protects. What are the importance of the Constitution? Here we'll study that everyone should follow the rules and regulations, not only the public, even the presidents, prime minister, parliamentaries, judges and officers bound by it. Okay. Next, the point wise we are seeing now. Okay. The first one is it protects the rights and duties of all the citizens before the law. Before the law. So if we are having any problem, we are having rights to file a case in the court, isn't it? The government, the country has given the rights to us. So that is there is an equal law for us, for each and everyone. The second one is it functions as reference guides duties to be performed by the government. As a reference guide to the duties performed by the government. Performed by the government. As a reference, the guide to the duties performed by the government. The third one is it coordinates the functions of democratic. So democratic means we are in a democratic country. So we are having rights to choose our leader. What is meant by democratic? We are having rights to choose our leader. How? By voting. Isn't it? We are having rights to choose our leader and also can choose a leader by voting. Okay. The second one, the third point is it has coordinates. This is important. Please note it down. Coordinate the functions, democratic institutions, democratic institutions such as legislature. The second one is executive. The third one is judiciary. Okay, in the previous class, we learned this, isn't it? What is legislature? What is executive? And what is judiciary? What is the meaning for this? So this is not in your book. This is a basic thing that which you should learn. Okay, what is the meaning of legislature? What is the meaning of legislature? See, a group of people. A group of people, please note it down. A group of people, okay, who have the power. So a group of people have the power, to change the law, okay, to change the law. So what is the meaning of legislature? Means a group of people, that means a committee of people, they have the power to change the law. So this is the meaning for legislature. The next one is executive. So the concerned with the managing plans discussions. Executive means they can discuss the government plans. So concerned with managing, making plans and decisions, etc. Okay, concerned with managing, making plans and decisions, etc. So legislature means a group of people who have the power to change the law, So executive means a concerned people with managing. So they are able to making the plans and also the decisions, and also making plans and decisions. What is meant by judiciary? The judges of a country. Judges of a country or state when they are considered as a group. Okay, when they are considered as a group. In a simple manner, if you want to say, judiciary means judges of a country or state. Okay, they are considered as a group. So this is the meaning for legislature, executive and judiciary. Okay, can I erase this? The next one is, it also organizes the better relationship between the government and the people. Okay, the last point, the fourth point is, it also organizes good relationship between government, I'm writing in the short manner, government and the individual people. Okay, you understood? So these are the important points of the Constitution. The first one is it protects the rights and duties of the citizens, and all the people are equal before the law. There is no differentiate between the high or low persons. All are equal. Next ones as a reference to guide to that duties performed by the government. The third one is it is coordinates the functions. So you all know India is a democratic country. We are having rights to choose the leader by voting. Okay, the democratic institutions such as legislature, executive, judiciary. The meaning for legislature means a group of people which have power to change the law. Okay, the executive means a concerned with managing, making plans and decisions. Okay, the third one is judiciary, judges of a country and state. Okay. The fourth point, it also organizes the good relation between the government and the individual people. Okay, this is about the importance of constitution. Can I erase this? So important points, please note it down. Okay, then next we are going to study about the drafting committee of the constitution. Drafting committee of the constitution. Constitution. Okay, note it down. COMMITTEE, committee. So you all know who was the first president. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first president. Okay, so Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the president. So he made the first committee. Okay. When Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected the president, he met the first committee. That committee, we call it as a drafting committee of the constitution. The first time he met the committee, we called as a drafting committee of the constitution. Okay, so there were 299 members in the constitution. Okay, there were 299 members in the Constitution Assembly. In the Constitution Assembly, how many members? Actually, you will get in the one word. Okay, how many members were there in the Constitution Assembly? Okay, 299 members were there in the Constitution Assembly. The first session was held in the 9th December 1946. The first session held on December 9th, 1946. Please note it down. 299 members were there in the Constitution Assembly. The first session held on December 9th, 1946. Okay, this is about the drafting committee of the Constitution. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, so when he was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, when he was elected as the president, he made the first committee, we call it as a drafting committee of the Constitution. In that Constitution Assembly, there were 299 members. The first session held on December 9th, 1946. The year You should remember. Okay. So when was the first session held? December 9th, 1946. Now we are going to study about the drafting committee. Drafting committee. Okay, the process of the preparing of the constitution, the process prepared by the Constitution Assembly created various committee. Okay, the government, the process of preparing the constitution. Okay, the assembly, the Constitution Assembly created various committee. In that various committee, one of the important committee, we call it as a drafting committee. We call it as a drafting committee. Okay, it also created as a drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, it was under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, note it down, important point. Okay, the order to hasten the process, the preparing the constitution, the assembly created various committee. So in that various committee, the important one committee is drafting committee. Okay, it was under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, the next one is, see, the members of the Constitution Assembly, the members, so those who are members in the Constitution Assembly verified the draft constitution. So they verified the draft constitution and proposed 2,473 amendments. 2,473 amendments. So again, I'm telling, the Constitution Assembly, okay, the Constitution Assembly verified the draft constitution. So, verified the draft constitution and proposed the 2,473 amendments. AMENDMENTS. What is the meaning of amendments? What is the meaning of amendments? A part that is added, so that can be added or changed. That can be added or changed. That is made to a piece of writing. Piece of writing. Wait, I will write the meaning of amendments. Okay, a part that is added or changed, that is made to writing, especially in law. Especially in law. Okay, so amendment means they are having rights to added or to change. Added or to change, that concept is made to writing. It should be in a writing, especially in law. So the meaning of amendments, AMENDMENTS. So there were 2,473 amendments were proposed. Okay, the proposed amendments on the draft constitution. The proposed amendments on the draft constitution were discussed in the Constitution Assembly meeting. Okay, they were discussed in the Constitution Assembly meeting. It took 3 years. Okay, so after the discussion in the meeting, it took 3 years for the constitution to get a final shape. To get a final shape. Okay, this is about the drafting committee. The next one is, so you all know, so when we got our independence, August 15th, 1947. So when we got our republic, January 26th, 1950. The first constitution was adopted on January 26, 1950. So India has got republic. The constitution has declared, the constitution of assembly has declared India got republic. India as a republic country. So in order to make the consultation, in order to make the adoption of the constitution, every year, isn't it? Every year, January 26, 1950, we will celebrate as a Republic Day, as a national festival, isn't it? Every year, 26, 1950, January. So we celebrate as a Republic Day, as a national festival. Okay. So when it was approved, January 26, 1950, we got Republic. Okay. The Constitution declared India as a Republic country. So when it was approved, so November, approved on November 26th, 1949. Okay, November 26, 1949, the Constitution of Assembly approved. They gave approved. So before that, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the Law Minister of India till 1947, till August 15, 1947 to January 26th, 1950. Important point. Ambedkar was the Law Minister. Law Minister. Okay, till August 15th, 1947 to January 26th, 1950. So you all know the Constitution. Again, I'm telling, the Constitution was adopted on January 26, 1950. So India, the Constitution declared India as a republic. Okay. It's in order to mark every year we are celebrating as a Republic Day on the day of January 26th. Isn't it? Every year we are celebrating as a national festival. So we got approved. When we got the approved, means approved by November, approved on November 26, 1947. Okay, the Constitution was approved by a Constitution Assembly. So according to the directive, the Constitution, the first general election, when it was held, the first general election, first, note it down, the first general election held on between 1951 to 52. The first general election of India were held between 1951 to 1952. Okay. So what the parliament did? The parliament with bicameral legislature, the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha came into the force. Okay, after the parliament bicameral legislature, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, came into force in 1952. Okay, then you all know we are having 395 So what is the size of our constitution? Can I erase this? What is the size of our constitution? So we are having 395 articles. 395 articles in written document. In written document. And 12 schedules. And 12 schedules. 395 articles in written document and 12 schedules. Okay. This is the size of our constitution. The next is preamble. Preamble to the constitution. Preamble to the constitution. So what is the meaning of preamble? What is preamble? It reflects the hopes and aspirations of the people. It reflects the hopes and aspirations of the people. The Constitution of India begins with a preamble. The preamble means the preamble is considered the heart of the Constitution. The preamble as the heart of the Constitution. So what are the preambles? It represents the ideologies of the people, equal rights, equal duties, fraternity, self-respect, everything it includes. Okay, preamble means it reflects the hopes and aspiration of the people, of the public of the country, people of the country. Okay, the preamble is the heart of the Constitution. The main is preamble. Okay, it represents. So what are the things it represents? Ideologies. Ideologies of the people, equal rights, next freedom, justice, self-respect. Each and everyone needs self-respect, isn't it? Yes. So integrity or the ideologies or the reference in the preamble. These are the main points which resembles in the preamble. Okay. The preamble means it reflects the hopes and aspiration of the people. Okay. It is the main heart of the Constitution. Then ideologies of the people, dreams and ideologies of the people, justice, freedom, self-respect, then integrity, national integrity, fraternity, that reference to the preamble. Okay. So till this, now I am ending this session. The next class, we will see the salient features of the Constitution, Republic, fundamental rights and duties, secularism, independent judiciary, universal adult franchise. Okay, today I am ending this session. I hope that you are all understood. Okay, so next class we will continue this lesson. Okay, students, thank you.